again, it's Aquila, and I'm trying to make people aware that, I believe that Asian people could be of a larger contribution towards the United States, and it would be great, not just for everyone, but for all the people who need some different advancement within their life, or a different look at things, or just a different direction. So it would be appreciated if people work more with Koreans, or Japanese, South Koreans specifically, Japanese, or even some of the Chinese people. I know that what they've noticed about some of those cultures hasn't been perceived or understood throughout the past, but I know that Korean people specifically, since they're new to opening up their culture, maybe we could adapt to what they can offer us industrial-wise. A lot of times due to the Exclusion Act, it excluded the Asian culture completely from the United States of America. So it was really difficult to understand what they really could offer and what we could benefit from them. So hopefully now that we've gotten past that time period, we'll be able to allow them to help the country adapt, develop, grow, allow them to come back in, start businesses again, and help make our lives a little bit easier. Who knows what they have to offer? Why haven't we allowed them to offer us what they can? They love this country too. So I don't believe that it's just one demographic that makes a country grow and develop. Black people have contributed a lot. Hispanic, Mexican have contributed a lot. Latino has contributed a lot. Native American has contributed what people consider spiritually and a lot. And white people have contributed a lot. They're hardworking. They never stop. When you ask them to get something done, they make sure they put on their best performance and do it. And they're go-getters and want to get the job done. So no, there's no discrimination against any culture. I just believe that the Asian culture, since that is their primary demographic here in the United States, does not get to, unfortunately, contribute as much as I would love to personally see more often. Do they contribute at all? Do they get to talk about their lifestyle? Do they get to talk about their personality as an American and not due to their traditional cultural aspects of how their traditional culture is used to behaving and mannerisms and such forth, etc.? Do they ever slip from their ways and, just completely delve into their natural personality? Who knows? I'd love to see more of their culture interacting, making friends, and trying to just develop an understanding of what they could truly offer us. It has benefited me personally in a way that I can hardly describe. I mean, wow, it's too much just to say in words alone, but I'll make it as short as possible and say it has made a drastic change in my life. The way I think about things, the way I take care of myself, personally, and just, the way I even feel, so I appreciate that. I appreciate the group that I'm now associated with because of them. It changed my mind completely on just how I view in general. I don't think that they're doing anything to harm anyone anyway, but people in general don't look at them as hardworking or that they can offer. They can offer a great multitude of things. I don't know why people suppress them and say that they can't do anything. How's this possible? Until it's proven, I don't want them discriminated against. I don't want any Asian discriminated against. Whenever this contribution gets started, it'll be something that can help millions of people within the United States of America. But all we have to do is let them try. Just even if they could come back in the thousands, or millions, just to contribute to this country, I would have personally appreciate it. So it helps my heart grow, and I hope people can grow with the South Koreans and the Japanese as well. The Japanese even have, contributed to the animation convention within the United States. A lot of those have gotten started. Gaming industry even. So give them a little love back and pat on the back for that. K-pop has, made a big influence, so maybe there'll be more influences in the future industrial-wise, because we have a drastic need for that. But we need more of them advertising more of the products that make it useful for them within our culture. Why is it so useful for their culture that it can't be useful for our culture too? But we need them advertising it. Why is it good for you? You have skin, you have bodies, you have heads, you have feet, you have arms and legs just like we do, and you need to speak English just as the major demographic languages here in the United States of America to communicate on the basis level that, the original English people have implemented within the United States. I would personally appreciate it. It's what makes us join, form unity, and come together so that we can understand each other a little better. So, if that was the last group to understand, and all Asian ethnicities, including Vietnamese, Filipino, and Taiwanese as well, that doesn't change it. But the predominant one of the languages that is spoken here in the United States of America is English. So reach out to us too and tell us why you're coming at us in a different way so that we can be receptive of what you have to offer us as well within the United States. Personally, I live here, so I have to agree with the standards that apply with the United States too, and just try to adapt, learn to reach out and connect. And I would love to do that just as much as, any other Asian or American citizen. But we have to first put our foot forward and say, hey, I'd like to understand you better, and try to reach out to you to meet you at your level. Where are you coming from? How can I get to you and meet you halfway? Is it possible just to see if we can make amends with what our forefathers did so that we can possibly forget what they, messed up on and just move forward? So if that can make it better, then please try to reconnect today. Alright, thanks for watching. Alright, take care and love you much. Bye.